From a complete visual overhaul of the all-new Unreal Engine 5, to dropping an upcoming installment after getting backlash from fans. With ARK Survival Ascended, Studio Wildcard is bringing a host of upgrades and downgrades to the table. So let's talk about everything you need to know about this brand new remaster. Studio Wildcard is bringing the heat with this entry that's set to blow your mind. It's a total revamp of the original game, ARK Survival Evolved, and it's coming in hot this August. This MMO survival game pits players against prehistoric creatures in a world where danger lurks around every corner. If dinosaurs and guns resonate with you, you have to check this one out. But that's not all. This remaster is going to be running on Unreal Engine 5, which means it's going to have a sleek modern look that's sure to impress. That is one of the biggest differences between the original and the remaster. If your PC can handle it, the remaster is going to look a lot better than the original. As it should. The game will have improved lighting and shadows, better textures, and overall better performance. It's going to be a complete visual overhaul, and that's going to make it worth it for many fans who are looking for a more updated and modernized experience. But if the new look isn't enough to make you care about this remaster, Ascended still has a few more things up its sleeve to convince you. For starters, Survival Ascended won't just have the base game. The Island, Survival of the Fittest, and all the upcoming DLC maps are also included in the bundle. And trust me when I say these expansions are going to take your gameplay to the next level. Think giant dinosaurs and automatic weapons. Yeah, it's gonna be epic. Also, let's talk about the price tag. I know some of you are hesitant to fork over $60 for a remastered bundle, but hear me out. This isn't just a reskin with a new coat of paint. Survival Ascended is the real deal, and it's going to be worth every penny. Plus, if you're a die-hard fan of the original game, you're going to want to get your hands on this remaster. Now, you might be wondering how they're going to handle releasing updates and DLC maps within the game. Don't worry, the devs have got you covered. They're going to release everything at launch, and then roll out updates and DLC maps over time, so you'll have plenty of new content to keep you busy in the coming months. Oh, and one more thing. The devs initially planned to combine this remaster with the release of ARK 2. They quickly realized though that it wasn't the best move, so they're keeping the two separate, which means we get to enjoy Survival Ascended all on its own. But why though? Let's talk in depth about how it all went down. At first, it was announced that the Unreal Engine 5 remaster of the game would be available as a free upgrade. But now the story is of course a bit different, as the remaster costs $60 and will no longer be bundled with the upcoming ARK 2. Although it will now come with the remastered versions of ARK Survival Evolved's various expansions, most of which won't be available at launch. Also, the initial announcement of the ARK Respawn bundle caused a lot of confusion among fans, and a ton of people were upset about Survival Evolved being shut down and having to pay for the Unreal Engine 5 upgrade, which, by the way, was meant to be free when it was first teased. Studio Wildcard had to clarify that their original plan was to port the Switch version of the game without any upgrades for free, but they realized that it wouldn't be enough. Instead, they wanted to create an evergreen classic ARK experience that could continue to grow over time. But there's a catch. This thorough update would likely invalidate save data and render some mods unusable, which could make the experience unbearable for some players. And apparently the decision to charge for the upgrade was explained as a result of a critical design change. The remaster will include a creature pathfinding overhaul, photo mode, DLSS support, quality of life fixes, and better character creation. But it's unclear if all of these features will be available at launch. The original plan was to bundle ARK Survival Ascended with ARK 2 in the ARK Respawn bundle, which would cost $90 in total, hence the obvious criticism. That price tag was a bit too much for most players, honestly. Luckily, the developers listened to the feedback, and unluckily, they announced that they would scrap the bundle and offer ARK Survival Ascended separately from ARK 2. First things first, we are scrapping the ARK Respawn bundle, they said. We recognize how combining ARK Survival Ascended with ARK 2 and requiring further DLC upgrades wasn't optimal. Yeah, that's cool and all, but the cost of the remaster will now be higher than before. And to sweeten the deal, it will include the remastered versions of the expansions, which were previously being offered separately. Players who buy the game will receive the Survival of the Fittest and Scorched Earth expansion at launch, while Aberration, Extinction, Genesis Part 1 and 2 will be released between Q4 2023 and Q2 2024. Despite these changes, some players remain skeptical about the value of the remaster, as the announced features just feel like graphical upgrades to a lot of people. Either that, or some quality of life changes don't seem to justify the cost of a whole new game. So, is that true? Is that really everything that this shiny new game has to offer? Well, not really. We're talking crossplay, an anti-cheat engine, and cross-platform modding. There's dynamic water, there's interactive foliage, and a complete overhaul to the game's art are just a few of the visual goodies you can expect. There's also a third-person camera, ping system, updated minimap, queuing, and directional sprinting and walking. And let's not forget about the new structures. But wait, there's more. Survival of the Fittest will be integrated into the main game, complete with balancing, improvements, bug fixes, and more. Sounds pretty sweet, right? But hold up, there's still a catch. You'll need to repurchase the DLC packs separately. Yeah, you got roped in with a bunch of nice features, only to find out that you're kind of getting robbed. But one thing could still be the silver lining in all of this: the player base. So, the original Survival Evolved game will still be up for grabs for those who prefer it. You'll be able to enjoy multiplayer sessions through unofficial or player-hosted servers, access the extensive selection of mods on the Steam Workshop, and play all the content as you currently know it. All of this will remain. But after 8 years of development, Studio Wildcard has had to make the tough call of sunsetting the official network, because they obviously want to incentivize people to move on to the remaster, with things that aren't only a whole new look and feel. They've also mentioned that they will be putting out new content, but I haven't seen any exact details come out about it so far. Till then, Ascended is launching on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC in August 2023. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it's heading to X-Gen hardware at the moment, but who knows? Depending on how popular it is, things could change. But for now, all we can do is wait and hope. With that said, that'll have to do it today for everything you need to know about ARK Survival Ascended. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.